Hello there, local SEO guide. We're going to have a local SEO guide. I hope that everything is working properly for this local SEO guide. My name's Chris Palmer. It seems as though everything's okay. Can you hear me okay? It's telling me that you can't. Can I get a 1, please? I'm hoping that everything is on the up and up for today's video. Please a 1 if you're in here and you can hear me okay, just let me know, please. I would greatly appreciate it, just so I know that everything is golden. Can you hear me okay? A 1, I see a couple people here. If you can hear me, please, just give me a 1. Hi, Chris, can hear you loud and clear. Awesome, dude. Thank you, Simon, my brother. Okay, so, I want to talk about a couple things today, most notably. Okay, cool. Good. All right, so there's this, and then we have another one, which is here. We're going to talk about a couple of things, and then we're going to go through a guide, a literal guide. We're going to utilize some tools. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff today. I got a pretty cool day planned for today's stream. All right, so let's kick it off then. Hello there, my name is Chris Palmer. In today's local SEO guide for 2021, I'm going to walk you through step by step exactly how you should be laying out your pages, taking care of the most important elements, including structuring, some keyword research, creating your pages so they rank. Along with that, I just want to give you some helpful tips that will certainly help your business succeed in 2021 moving forward. So, of course, I do not want to waste any time. I want to get directly into the information. But first, I want to answer these 2 questions that I just got, which gave me, I was like, hey, I'm making a video then. All right, so let me go ahead and answer this gentleman's question here, and we're going to talk about this in depth today. We're going to do it right on my site live. I'm going to literally walk you through the process so you can get a deeper understanding. LDB, and he says, hey, Chris, so near me is not in the URL, right? It's just a navigational title. I'm going to go ahead and address that, but more notably, it's not in the navigational title, right? The navigational title will read locations, so that way it's easy for your users to understand exactly where they're navigating. With that being said, I consider this to be a top-level category page, which is going to include the near me term. Now, the near me term is only very useful when implementing within a particular state. All right, so if I'm in Pennsylvania, which I am, and I want to target all of the cities and towns in PA, then I'm going to do website.com/near me, okay? And on that near me page, I'm going to list all the cities and towns, but when they click on that city or town, let's say Philadelphia, it's going to go website.com/ when they do the click, Philadelphia SEO. That page is only a category page to host all of those locations. Why do we do this? We want to be semantically correct with the related search term to our brand, business, or service, which I'm going to talk about the most related semantically search term and why that's important when we're structuring our website. All right, so that answers that question. Let's move on to this gentleman. So this gentleman, Bully Proofer, I love the name. I mean, look at me. I had a hard time as a kid, so A+ to you, my friend. But let's get through here. So this might be a good vid on scheme, and I pulled this from I just pulled these out to make today's current video, this local SEO guide for 2021. But with that being said, this might be a good vid on schema for someone who is familiar with coding, but it's way over the head of an average site owner like this gentleman here, and I'm sure a lot of other people. I need a step-by-step video showing me what to do. Now, I got that a lot. So what I want to do is, a lot of times, okay, 75% of the time when I'm taking in a client or I'm doing consultation, they're going to have a WordPress website, all right? Now, when there's a WordPress website, there's one tool that comes to mind that will absolutely help you with a lot of things. I'll go ahead and give you the rundown and I'll showcase the tool, and I put the tool, a link inside the chat. It'll also be in the very first comment if you're interested in the tool. But it's in the chat. It'll also be in the first comment after the video. But here, take a look at this. So this is the tool that I always recommend and I use, okay? This is what I use. This is what I recommend. And there's a couple of reasons. Here's one of the main reasons, okay? First and foremost, it's the cost, okay? So the pricing, if you take a look at this, it's $40. It's $40. So it has a high value at a low cost. So with that being said, it takes care of all your metadata. It takes care of your titles. It takes care of everything. This isn't a pitch video, but it takes care of everything that's here. Check it out. Click the link. It takes care of everything. And then when we're talking about schema, it takes care of all the important schema, so that way we can match the SERP. So if our competitors have local business schema, if they have article schema, if they have organizational schema, if they have disambiguation schema, or if there's any custom types that you want to add to get a competitive advantage, same as HasMap, these types of things, it allows you to do that as well. It's very easy to implement. It lets you walk right through. They have really good support. Period end, cheapest, it does the best. If you're an agency, there's white label. You can make your own custom little piece. It'll say Chris Palmer SEO. When the customer logs in, they'll see that as an app. It'll just say Chris Palmer SEO. You get your own white labeling. It's an awesome tool. It's cheap. It works good. Period end. Let's move on. So today what we're going to be walking through here, and I hope that helps the two of you out. I wanted to address that. And we're going to talk about this. I'm building out some pages. I'm messing around with this. I have a lot of sites. I work on client stuff. I got a lot going on, right? So you don't generally get time. I don't get a lot of time, right? So, but when I do, I like to play around with my own stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through this. This is a builder. I run a lot of client sites in here right now. I have 4 client sites running on this particular platform. I don't build out their stuff. I have my VA do that. I'm not the builder, but on my own site, I do it myself, okay? So with that being said, what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that we just started, okay? We're starting our local SEO guide for 2021. We're going to implement it right on our own site, okay? Now, the very first thing, in my opinion, all right, the first thing that I generally always do is going to be keyword research, all right? For keyword research, I utilize a tool called SEMrush, okay? If you like Ahrefs or if you use something else, that's fine. Use whatever is best for you. Uber suggest, doesn't matter. Whatever you like, utilize it. For me, SEMrush, okay? So SEMrush has, they're crazy. It's nuts, the amount of data. I mean, sometimes it's overwhelming, but for keyword research, they're aces, right? So with that being said, we need to do keyword research first, and we need to know what market we're in. We need to know what keywords we're targeting. The easiest, fastest way to do this is figure out what target market am I in. This is exactly what I do, right? So let's come over to here. Let me clear this out. All right, my daughter was in here, so that's all I need. One time I had my daughter in here, and people are like, why are you looking up makeup like flip open makeup, all kinds of stuff. So let's clear that out so we don't run into any issues. But in any case, the very first thing is going to be keyword research. I'll utilize this tool, but a faster, easier way to go ahead and implement this is if I'm in a target market, right? One of the target markets that I want to perform in is, say, SEO services, right? We're going to do SEO services, SEO consulting. I'm an internet marketing agency that provides SEO consultation services, right? I also perform SEO services, digital marketing or internet marketing services for small to medium businesses. I help them succeed online, right? That's the pitch. That's the mission. That's who I am. That's what I do, right? You know what you do. You know who you are, and you know who the best is in your market, right? So with that being said, they're already giving us the framework. Okay, they're giving us the pages that perform. What do you mean by this? So when I'm trying to establish, okay, what blog content, what kind of pages, what kind of structure do I want? I'm looking inside of the, right in Google, I'm trying to figure out first and foremost, who's the top performer for any keyword that I want to target. All right, I want to do SEO services. So I want to figure out, okay, this is going to be one of my top performers. You need to figure out who the top performers are, make a list. Why? Because this is who we're going to be competing with. This is our word counts. These are our optimization levels. This is our LSI terms. This is going to be how many images. Is there a video? Is there a form? Is there embeds? Is there a map? Is there... You get what I'm saying? This is who we're competing with. We need to be able to match and mirror so we can crush them, right? So that's one element, is understanding who your competition is, getting your competitive list to break down each of your pages. Every page is a new search. Every page is its own standalone optimization. So when I'm doing my keyword research first, I'm making a list of my competitors. So that's my keyword research, is I know what services I do, but what words on the competitors are actually bringing in traffic. So this way I can start molding my plan. Okay. Now, I'm not going to get into that. That's a whole nother video, but I already know what I'm going to target. I already know what I'm going to do. So one of the next steps that I'm going to go ahead and take care of is I need a mind map. I need a mind flow of how my site is going to be structured and laid out. All right. So generally for me, I'm a visual. I usually use Paint, or I'll come in here and I'll make something like this for myself. I do this all the time. I mean, pretty much every single time, this is what I do. All right. I'm going to come inside of here and I'm going to draw it out. I usually do it in Paint. I'm doing it in here just so it comes out a little better, but I'll make myself a little mind flow where I'll create a Gantt chart. Sometimes a Gantt chart. Today, we're going to use this. So I know I'm going to have the home page, right? I know that I'm going to have my locations. Okay. I know that I'm going to have my services. Okay. I know that under my services, I'm going to have my contact page, right? So I'm going to have my home page, my locations, my services, and I'm going to have my contact. Okay. I'm going to do the about. Okay. I'm going to do a team page. All right. And then I'm going to create, so about, team, and I'm going to do a media page. Okay. So once I have the understanding of what I do, because you know your services, you know what locations you want to target if you're doing local, right? So we need to get a visual representation of what we're going to do. So what I'll do is I'll just map it out for myself. And then what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start laying in the groundwork on the actual site. Let me demonstrate exactly what I mean. So once you have a winning formula, okay, once you have a winning formula, like I know that I'm going to be using purple, I know I'm going to be using white, I know I'm going to be using this green, right? I already have my forms connected, right? Like I like plain, simple, easy, so it runs fast, right? I don't want to have to mess around. I want it to be simple. That's me. That's how I do things. You could do it any way you want, okay? Design is a whole nother story. I'm not the design guy, but the next steps I'm going to walk you through, I'm your guy. All right. So when we come inside of here, if we know that this is going to be our structure, then we need to let's start laying that in there, right? So what I mean by that is let's create our pages. Okay. So we know that we're going to have, I'm new to this platform and I don't usually build this stuff. My VA builds the sites for me. But I mean, how hard could this possibly be, right? So I built these ones, but I'm new to this platform. So just so we're all on the same page here. Okay. So landing page, project page, I guess we could just create some type of layout. Let's just do it this way. So what we're going to do here is we're going to create our services tab. So what I like to do is I need to figure out, well, who are the top performers that are offering services? Like, how do they have it laid out? So when I type in SEO services, how are some of the top guys doing it? So WebFX is a top performer. What kind of structuring do they have? So let's just come in here and we'll take a look here. When I click on their SEO and lead generation, what's it say? So they're literally putting SEO services in the top level category page. And then for this, when I click on SEO, where does it take me to? It takes me to SEO services. Okay, so the top two performers that I know exactly what they're doing, they're putting SEO services in the tab. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put SEO services in there. Okay, so I'm going to come on over here and I'm going to do SEO services. Literally. Add the page. Done. Okay. So now it's like, okay, I know that I need a contact page. So let's go ahead and set up a contact page. So we're going to need the contact page. And then when these guys are doing a contact us, I start to look at, well, you know, how are they laying out? Like, what do they look like? Does it say contact us or does it just say contact? I know it might seem so minute, but to me, if Google is preferring a particular site in my niche, I'm literally mirroring exactly what they're doing, right? Because I want to be able to beat them on optimization, which is going to be the actual keywords the right amount of times, density, and then am I going to be able to get more co-occurring keywords on the page, LSI, and then on top of that, I can beat them off page. Not probably these guys, I'm saying for you. Like, I'm competing with SEOs, it's going to be kind of, you know, a little rough, but we can work on it, right? So let's keep rocking out. So when I come in here, these guys are creme de la creme. They're one of the top performers in a lot of niches. I also know that these guys here, I've never used their services. I'm just talking about strictly rankings, right? When I look at them, these guys are doing numbers, right? These guys and these guys are doing it, right? So I like to take a look and see, like, well, how are they doing it? See how they have the who we are? So that's who we are when we look at this. So services. All right, so we know that we're going to need a contact us. So let me see, what does that go to? So just contact, and then what about these guys? When I go inside of here, how are they structuring this? So so contact, is it just contact? Okay. So they're just doing it clean. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do contact, okay? Because that's how they're doing it. All right. So that's another one. So far we know that we have here. We can move these down, okay? Because I want to walk through this with you, okay? So we have our SEO services page. No, okay. No subfolders. Okay. So we have our home page, we have our SEO services page, we have our contact page. Let's go back to the mind map. What else do we need? Okay, home page, services. Oh, our locations that we service. So let's take a look at this particular site. And I want to take a look and see how they're structuring things. So it's going to be digital marketing. And then when I come inside of here, everything for their services is written at the bottom. Okay. Or a secondary footer, as you can see here. All right. Now, I personally absolutely adore this. I do this with all of my client sites. I have found that it's the easiest, fastest way to take care of internal linking. Okay. Like, nothing does it easier. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I saw it here and I saw it in other niches and I was like, does it for me. All right. So let's keep rocking. So, okay, so we have our services, we have our contact, we have the SEO. SEO is part of the blog, so that's services, so blog. Oh, and that's notable too. We'll talk about that in a second, okay? So here's our SEO page, and then Google My Business Management is going to go under services. Okay, so let's take care of our locations tab, and then, the locations. Let me see how they're running it. Okay. So they're doing it based off of, okay, let me see here. Local SEO. Okay, so it's off of their services and then it's local SEO, but then when I click on a location, where does it take me? Okay, so to a standalone page. Okay, so it's all standalone pages, but so these are what are called floating silos. Okay, they're creating floating silos. You can only access them from within that page. Okay, so the locations tab is based off of the services. So in the services, I need to list all of my locations. Okay. So that's going to be based off my services. And then in the service tab, I'm going to list my locations at the bottom as a secondary footer. Is that how it is across the entire site? Let's see how these guys do it. Internet marketing. Okay, so we're at internet marketing. That's knowledge. So SEO agency. Do they have standalone for each and every, I'm assuming? Right? Let me take a look at this, how it's laid out here. We are our technology, you are SEO and lead generation. So SEO services, when I go to SEO services, are they listing it on the page? Let me see if they list location tabs. They might have enough authority where they're not doing location-based or geo-modified landers, which is probably the case. Let's take a look at this here quick, which is what I'm assuming. Local SEO services, what about from here? Are they doing it here? Oh, I see they're packing it in here. This is interesting. I like how they do this. So, okay, so they're running on authority. I don't see anywhere in here that they're doing it. I'm personally not going to run it that way. So we're going to run it. We're going to use this as our calculator to figure this out. So when I'm inside a local SEO on a digital marketing services / local SEO, I don't want to carry the, and then it switches. Okay. Okay. All right. So SEO services, contact SEO. Sorry, I was trying to figure these things out. Okay, so next, so we have our services, we have contact, we have SEO, which is going to be our media page. We need to have the About Us page, right? So add a dynamic page. Each page is connected to an internal collection, so not so much. So the portfolio, so that's going to be that. So page URL, our services, contact us. I think it could be like another contact page. I think it would be like another contact page. So this is the about us. Okay. So we'll go ahead and add that page in. So we know we're having our framework here. Let's move this down. We want to keep our main pages our main pages. Okay. Okay. So about us. All right. So move this one down. Move this one up. How come it won't let me move it up? All right. Contact. Okay. So we have our home page, the services page, the contact page, the about us page. We have the SEO page. And then I saw another guy on here. So let's just take a look at SEO services. Okay. So now we need more ideas. I know that I want to do consulting, right? And so I want to look at some other performers. There's another guy. He's relatively well known on YouTube. I see him around. He's using one of my colors that I really like. Good guy. I mean, I don't follow his stuff, but I think he knows what he's doing. I think they have a good company. It seems like they're doing it pretty big. I don't see him on this SERP, but if you look up SEO consulting, I believe that they are there. Let me see here. SEO consulting. What I'm looking for is Ignite, and they do pretty well. They do pretty darn well. How about local SEO services? I want to see how they lay out. I like how they have the media page, so I want to take care of that. So there's WebFX again, Thrive Agency. Like, dude, these guys are doing it, man. That's why I chose them, because I know they're just killing it. I mean, their volume is ridiculous. This Main Street guy, he's not really doing it big like WebFX, but they're doing it though. I mean, they're all right. Higher visibility is okay, but I'm not really feeling their deal. Let me take a look at that. Maybe I'm confusing them with someone else. Nah, this ain't them. Nah. Dude, what are they ranking for? I know they got some big terms. Let's look up SEO quick. I'm getting ideas. We're researching, right? We need ideas. We have a lot of thoughts. We know how we want it to be structured. We know what we're doing. We need to get our ideas. Like, how are they structured? And how does it look? What's the page look like? What's the structure, right? Structure is like number one. So I need to make sure I nail it. It's probably more important than you're thinking. I don't see these guys here, but that's okay. I don't know why. SEO services. Oh, let's look up internet marketing services, right? That's like digital marketing agency. So let me just take a look here. So here's Thrive. Blue Corona I've seen around a lot. When I was Straight North does it pretty big. I think they have pretty big I think they have pretty big. I don't see these guys, so that's interesting. So let's take a look at these guys here. Blue Corona seems to jump a lot. So what I like to do is let's figure out, like, are they really doing it, you know? So domain overview. So 88,000, right? There's a big difference though between 88,000 and then, like, you know, when you're looking for inspiration, in my opinion, right? I mean, there's a big difference between that and then if you come over here to WebFX, right? Like, if you, like, check these guys out. When you bring these, like, there's Blue Corona and they're doing numbers, don't get me wrong, but when we, like, it's going to be a big difference, I'm assuming. 1.2 million. Like, that's a big jump, man. There's a huge jump between 88,000 and 1.2 million. So when I'm looking for inspiration, it's like, and I think Thrive is probably doing somewhere in the neighborhood of, like, what, $1.20 or something like that. I think they're doing it pretty darn big. Let's just take a look here. 200,000. Yeah. So they got it going on, man. I mean, that's, so these guys aren't even in the freaking running. Really, I really want to model these guys. I really like how they do things. I don't know. I really like them. I've competed with them in smaller campaigns in local markets for, you know, like roofers and stuff, and they're very, very difficult. They know what they're doing. You know, I figured out their tag inside of their, so I see them in a lot of SERPs. They have a lot of clients. So anyway, so let's model out here. So we have our work, case studies, the about, and I like how they're breaking that all down, the resources tab. And that's what I noticed too, like resources, blog, webinar. So that's resources. So that would be media. And then, so they have that inside their blog. Does that take you right over to the blog? Okay, so inside of here, how are they running that? Let me see here. So it takes you to their webinar. I'm guessing that's a pitch, and then they have like a tool or something, and then the contact. Okay, so media. Okay, so, and then let me just take a look at WebFX really quick here. Let me see. So it's under the who we are. So who we are, and then when I come in here, does it follow the parameter or no? Contact, career, about. Okay, so it takes you directly to the page. Okay, so they're using top level category pages for everything, which is what I do anyway. So what I would do is who we are, what we do. Let me say hi to everybody, I guess. Okay. Hey, Cezanne, hello. Palash, hello. TJ Dabowski, afternoon, loud and clear. Awesome, TJ. Johnny Walker, nice. I've been trying to catch you live. Cool. If you have any questions, go ahead, throw them in. Johnny Walker, Duda. Yep, I use Duda for a couple clients right now. Some of them don't want it. Some of them I'm using Bootstrap and HTML where they only have like 10 pages on their site. It's a flyby. I have a couple of those type of clients. The travel club that I've been working with, they have a lot of locations. We're doing straight WordPress for them. So what about near me? We'll talk about near me in a minute here. What's the tool name you are using to create this website? This is Duda. Duda is kind of like a it just makes, depending on the client, not every client likes that Duda, this kind of thing. For me, it's easy. They utilize AWS. You know, so I like it. It's very easy. So let's do who we are. All right, so on top of this, I want to do a so who we are, what we do. So who we are, what we do. Okay. All right, so this is gonna be what we do, right? Okay. About us is who we are. The who, what, the who, what, the when, the why, and the where. And then under who we are, we want to have our, I think we're going to do a landing page for this. So what we'll do inside of here is we'll do like a media, add that page. So media is based off of the who we are. And the who we are is, if we go to the SEO, this is the about us. See, page URL, right? Get it? So, and then the page title. So the navigation is one thing, and then the actual page is an entirely different thing, okay? So that's that. So there's the Google, who we are, contact. So what we do, okay. And then what I want to do is, let me see. So that's, okay, so they're doing that based inside of what we do. Okay. So what we do, so then we have to start realizing, okay, well, what are we doing? So we know that we want to do service tab, right? So let's do project landing page. Let me see what that looks like. Our services. So what we're going to do is we're going to list this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do SEO services, right? So add page. So this is the SEO services based off of what we do. And then what we do is our services. Let me take a look here. So SEO. So page URL. So this is SEO services. So what we do is services. Okay, so let me think real quick here. So what we do, and then on the what we do page, we'll do the SEO services. Let me take a look at this here quick. So services, local SEO. Let me take a look at this. So digital marketing, technical SEO. Okay. So services, SEO services. And then we're going to do SEO consulting services, right? Add the page. Bear with me too. We're just structuring this. Okay. That's all we're doing right now. Just structuring the page. So SEO consulting, SEO services. Okay. Our services. So local SEO services. All right, so let's come on into here. Take a look at this. Let me just take a look at something here. View details. And then what I like to do is I like to open up another one of these suckers, and I want to bring in the other guy. Because I need to figure out what's the structure, right? So I'll show you that in a second. Wait, what? Wait a minute here. Yeah, I was about to say, like, this thing should be litty. Here, let's get rid of all this stuff here quick. Okay. All right, so there's Thrive Agency. Let's bring them up over here. Copy, get rid of this. SEO, let's get rid of this. Okay, bring this down. Okay, get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay, open this up. Bring this down. Okay, FX. All right, so let me take a look at this. I want to take a look at their organic. And I want to see, I think that they're throwing it in as services, but I want to make sure, because inside of Google My Business, I'm considered an internet marketing service, right? So I want to make the homepage internet marketing services, digital marketing agency, right? And then everything that I offer includes the word services, 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 services. And what I want to do is I want to see right now, if you're wondering, well, what are you looking at? What am I doing? I'm trying to see if the top performers for what I'm going for are hitting that. Is that where a majority of the traffic is coming in? Okay. So I'm going to come inside of here. I'm going to go inside of top organic. I'm going to start looking. Yeah, so as you can see here, if we're looking at a top performer inside of SEMrush or a top competitor, some of their main traffic is coming from with what is including services. We have agency, and that makes a lot of sense, but here's services. I see a lot of agency and company, agency, and that makes sense. Let's see where the majority of their traffic is coming from briefly here. Okay. So internet marketing service, which makes a lot of sense to me. Digital marketing services, which makes a lot of sense to me. This is where their highest percentage of traffic comes from. Okay. And that's what they're listed as well. Like they're targeting digital marketing services, which is basically synonymous with internet marketing services, and everything branded across their website is digital marketing services, which is fine. I'm going for the variation, internet marketing services, which has less volume, but it's semantically related. And plus, that's what I'm verified for. So maps is a big deal for me, especially as I move into more locations. I really want to win with maps. So in order to win with maps, it has to be correlated over to the website. It has to be. So just so you know. All right, so the near me term is way down here. It's actually driving quite a bit of traffic for them. So it looks like running with services, and then as they're doing location-based pages, they're targeting a company. So that's quite interesting. All right, so with that being said, now we know that we can do this. So let's take a look at this. We're just going to go in here and do local SEO services, and we're just going to take a look and see what this says briefly, just because it's easy. And I want to see who the top performer is. It is them. Okay, that's what I figured. So local SEO services, they're a top performer. SEO consulting services, I'm assuming that they're one of the top performers. Bruce, okay, so this guy is winning for that. Okay, so yeah, but he doesn't really have much other anything else running. Okay, so all right, so we are going to run with services as our main encapsulation. So SEO services, local SEO services, the what we do page. Okay, so in here, this is what we do. The actual URL, it's Internet Marketing Services. Inside of here, the actual URL is going to be SEO services, and then the actual page here is SEO consulting services. Let's go to page URL, SEO consulting services. Perfect. Okay, so SEO consulting, local SEO. Okay, now I also have this. I believe I've already got this in here. So let's take a look at this at the page URL. So it's Google My Business Management. So we're going to go ahead and put that inside of here. Okay, we're just going to stick it in there. just for now, so I can keep everything. So who we are is the media. That's the about. So we'll also have contact. Contact can be on its own. And then off of contact, we have privacy, the 404, GDRP. Okay. So I need a cookie and GDRP compliance. Okay, so let's just take a look at this here quick. How to achieve cookie compliance, GDRP. So let's just go to the GDRP website, right? And then here's what I would do. I'm going to come right inside of here. And I'm just going to go right over. Where are they? All right, so here's GDRP. Here's their actual website. And then what I would do is I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom. And I'm going to look for... so here's .eu. We don't need that. I just want US. So inside of the USA, do they have a website? I would assume that they do. GDRP. GDRP EU. Okay, so I guess it is like an EU type of deal. Okay, that's fine. All right, so general protection, regulation, consent. Okay. So let's just take a look at this. Where is their thing at here? International. Here's the report, share, Xing. Let's go take a look over here. GDRP. Don't they have like a website? Like a real website where they're like talking smack about like yelling at me if I don't have this stuff? I thought they did. I could have swore that they did. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So I guess another good one to do would be just go right over here to the top performer. And we'll just go grab theirs. All right. So let's just see. So they have a privacy and terms of use. Okay, so let's grab that. Okay, this looks good. So let's take that. We'll copy it. Right? Not literally, but for now. Okay, so we'll just grab this. Right? All right, so this is, and then how do they have it named? They have it as privacy and terms of use. Okay. So along with that privacy and terms of use, let's take a look at these guys and see how they have it. So they have terms, and then they have privacy. And then they have locations. Oh, that's smart. I like how they're doing that all in the bottom. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's cool, man. Slick. Good idea. Terms. So let's go to their terms page. Okay, so there's their terms. Here's their privacy policy. I actually like this a little bit better. And then they have their sitemap. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to have a privacy policy. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this one. I don't mean literally take it in case maybe somebody watches this. I mean just, just kind of use the outline. So this is going to be the privacy policy, right? So privacy policy, right? And then on top of that, what else do they have? Because remember, this is a top performer, so we need to match it all right down to the last tidbit, okay? So let's go right over here to the terms of service. So here we go. Let's grab this. Beautiful. So if the top performer, if this is what they have, then this is what I need to have, okay? And then we'll talk about more as we go here. Let's get rid of this. No, I don't need that. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's close this down and this. Let's get rid of some of this stuff here. Okay. We don't need that. Don't save it. Okay. Let's make sure that we're all clear here. Okay. And then this is going to be our terms of service. Okay, and they have 2 dedicated pages for this, so yeah, that's what we're going to do. So this is terms of service, right? Oh. Terms of service. Okay, so basically what I do is I'm just going to run through here and I'm going to do this. So Chris Palmer Marketing. Okay, so we'll just do this. A, Chris Palmer Marketing. We'll take this, we'll cut it or copy it. Copy. We'll get rid of this. This is the stuff that nobody shows, but I guarantee you go looking around, they're probably all doing the same thing. I'm just willing to share it. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So that looks good. Use this license. Okay, looks good. Okay, so Chris Palmer Marketing. So that's Thrive Agency. So it's like edit, replace Thrive Agency with V, replace all. Bam! Dunsky, right? And then we just keep taking a look here. Let's just make a look and make sure they didn't do anything funky here. Okay. All right, coming down the list here. So, okay, revisions. So we'll just take that off of here because that way it's, you know, okay, site terms and use, site terms of use, governing law, provisions. Okay, so that looks pretty darn good. Okay, so that's what we're gonna run with for the privacy policy. Okay, so for this, let me take a look at this here quick. All right, so this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Chris at Chris Palmer Marketing, right, .com. And then, okay, so we're just going to change these details out. We have the phone number, so that's 570-810-1080, right? And then we have Tamaqua, comma, PA 18252. This is actually 30 West Broad Street, and we are floor 2. This right here is going to be me instead. So that's just, here, get rid of this. We'll just do Chris Palmer Marketing, right? And then this is Chris Palmer SEO Marketing. Okay. And then inside of here, I know that they list a couple things that are quite interesting. So let's just take a look here. Okie dokie, artichoke. Let's come on down here. Just grab this, copy. Right? Did I see the word thrive? Chris Palmer, internet marketing, right? Privacy policy users. Okay. And then this is actually this, right? And then site is offered by, and we'll just do Chris Palmer, internet marketing. It's actually just marketing, so that's okay. We can get internet on there a couple times. That's fine. Okay, now let's take a look at this here. Nonprofit. Okay, looks good. Web browser cookies. Looks good. How we collect information. So, Chris Palmer. May collect and use users' personal information. Okay, to improve. So let's just put in we'll just add in this a few more times to get the so to improve our customer service at Chris Palmer Marketing, right? Information we provide requests more effectively to we provide to improve the Chris Palmer Marketing site, and then we'll just put an S here, right? Or sites, right? Our digital products and or our services that we offer, right? And then we just need a variation here, right? And then blah 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 blah, compliance with children. Yep. I'm looking for the word thrive, looking for the word thrive. We're looking, and I don't see it. Okay, so why is that important? So you got to have the trust signals, right? So terms of service, privacy policy. The next one that we need is we need our GDRP, right? We need our GDRP compliance. So what we got to look for is we got to look for SEO agency, right? And then we're going to look for this GDRP, right? We want it all. I need it all. So we're looking for what wording is already out there that somebody already did the chores for us. Like they did the chores, right? Do they already have it? That's the big question here. And I'm looking for somebody that's, you know, relatively reputable so I can utilize their layout. And that's fair. So let's just do GDRP. And then we're going to do digital marketing agency, right? I want to see, do I notice anything? So GDRP. Oh, you know what? Let's just do it this way. SEO services. Let's just look for somebody. I thought it would pop right up, but maybe I'm wrong. So let's look at this guy. We already looked there. Moz, SEO, Fiverr. Let's check this dude out. Thrive. I don't think they have one because I utilize their other stuff. Let's take a look at these guys. Do they have it? Okay, so they have the contact, they have the portfolio, they have all that stuff. We're looking at this stuff. We want to make sure we're compliant. That's important for our SEO campaign. So I want to make sure this stuff is set up. Enterprise, social, privacy policy. Okay, so inside their privacy policy, do they list anything related to GDRP? GDR. Okay. So there's GDR. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I guess that's like a slight little notice of some sort. I think that's interesting. So let's just do this. So the last thing is GDRP copy paste template, I guess. I want to make sure I have these things. That's all. Privacy policy template. Okay, cool, man. Let's take it. Let's run with it. So let's take a look here. That's not fast enough for me. I need something fast. Here we go. GDRP. Did you give me it? No? Okay. I'm moving on then. How to write a GDRP privacy policy template. Okay. So let's see here. So I guess it's something that I can just add in. So let's take a look at our current one, and we're just going to make sure that's our terms of service. So there's our terms, and that's understandable, and that's all good. But let's make sure that we have our GDRP deals in here. Do we have anything in here regarding GDRP? Not that I noticed. Okay. So is that normal across the web here? Like, am I seeing others? So I see privacy in terms of use. And then off of this page, do I see anything else? Do these top guys have it? So I see that they have terms of use, acceptance. Okay. Copyright and trademarks, permitted to use, restricted to use, and then violations. Okay, so terms of use. Okay, so I don't see anybody utilizing anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here, and I kind of like this. So I'm going to go ahead and add this in to Mayan. Copy. We're just going to bring this over here. And we're going to add this into our terms. So that's our privacy. And then here we have our terms of service. Okay, so there's governing law and all that kind of stuff. Okay, and 9 is going to be GDRP and California residents, right? Because I know it just has to be on the pages. It doesn't necessarily have to be like all crazy. So, and then it looks like what's the format here? So they did a space, and then we just do the paste. Okay, so your rights, if you're a European resident. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so if you're a California resident, you could do all this stuff. Okay, so let me see who this is. What's a DPO? Okay, so this. Let's just take a look here quick. I want to make sure what do we have here. So who is this? So view commerce. Who is this? Let's see who DPO is. I want to make sure it's not like something that's just for them. Okay, so it's almost like a made-up thing here, I guess. Okay, so Main Street host 207. Okay. So that's their own little deal here. So, what I'm assuming is this. So, and then we have the contact us. I think I already have that. Let me just make sure here. So, attention DPO. So, I'm assuming that what we can do here is this. So let me come back over here, and then here we'll just take this one, copy, bring that over here to our personal one. This is our privacy policy. Okay. We'll just take this, we'll copy it, and we're going to come back over here to our terms. And then I just put please contact A. That's funny. Okay. Anyway, GDRP in California. So your rights. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll just do this. Paste this in here. Okay. And then we'll just do this. We'll just do it this way, right? So contact us, and then we'll just put this in here about this. So about our terms of service or GDRP. Or any other policy of this site or your dealings with the site, please contact us at, and that's fair. And then we have that. Let's make sure that's good. Okay, so we have those 2 pages done. All right. So those 2 you kind of have to, take your time a little bit on, but we got it done though. We worked it out. Anybody have any questions? All right. Hey, Chris, late as usual. It's no problem. So you can use my data privacy officer. Yeah. I figured that out, Chris. Hey, it's good to see you guys. We're going to try to keep busting this out. I want to get up some content here. I got something really cool to show you, so stick with me. Let's get these done here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a new page. And then how we're going to do these is like, how's this laid out here? I kind of like that. Let's do it like this. So this is going to be the privacy. How do they have it done here? Not you. You guys don't know what you're doing. Let's go see the bosses, right? Well, in a way, like they kind of, I like what they're doing. I like what these guys are doing over here. I wish I knew these dudes or girls. I don't know, guys, gals, could be anybody. It's probably like a 14-year-old kid, and he's like the mastermind, some like little genius. This is like nothing to him probably. I met this kid, man. He's 15 years old. He does affiliate. And what this kid is doing on a monthly basis, I was like, blown away. Like, I can't believe the stuff. Man, these guys, man. This world is a crazy place. Man, these guys, the new breed, man. They're moving fast. So, just so you guys know, they're moving quick. These kids are learning quick. Dang, they learn quick. Dude, and then the iterations, like, I've talked to this kid a couple times, like, he'll take stuff that I do and I know, and he'll just run with it and make his own little, I'm, you know, they don't come, I don't come across them too often, but man, these guys are on fire. All right, so what they have here is they have the privacy policy blatant, and then they have the terms blatant. Okay, so that's something that we're going to need. And then is this an HTML sitemap or is this their XML? Okay, so they have an HTML sitemap. So we're going to need that, and that makes sense. I mean, I like that for navigation anyway, and that's going to be our indexing page, right? I'm going to have some training coming out for indexing in the next day or two. So that should be very helpful for you guys, and we're going to utilize that page, the HTML sitemap page, primarily for that. All right. So this is the privacy policy, and then how do they have it listed? So you want it to say privacy policy. I know that they look for this kind of thing. There's SEO Press. I don't know why I have that open. Oh, I was answering that guy's question. Okay. So let's come back over here. All right, let's keep moving here. So privacy policy, we're going to add that page. Let's just get inside of here and bang this out quick. So let's just get in here and tackle this quick. So for this particular page, let me see what this is all about here. So privacy. So this here, we don't necessarily want an image here, so you can get rid of that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm not too concerned right now with like style and color and all that junk. What I care about is getting these pages up as fast as possible. So settings, but I do need like the basic layout. I'm not too concerned with color, but I do need it to say the things that I need it to say, right? Okay, so for this, we need to bring this down. Okay, this is the, okay, what's this? All right, so get rid of that. Okay, that's out of here. Okay, so this is going to be the privacy policy, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add in some text below it. And then this is going to say, and then I want that to be green, and it's just going to say, Chris Palmer Marketing Privacy Policy. Okay. And then we'll just go like that, and we'll make it like green. I like this green color. It's mint. It's a minty color, so we're going to do privacy policy, right? We'll go ahead and make that in the middle here. Bam! Done. And then I actually want that to be the H2, so we'll make that an H2. We'll center that bad boy. Boom, done. Privacy policy. What we'll do is we'll make that a little bit smaller. We'll bring it down to 18. This right here, we'll make a little bit bigger. We're going to bring that up to 72. Okay, so Chris Palmer Marketing, and then we have this. This needs to be green. I don't know why it's changing on me. Okay, so now we have our privacy policy. This right here is good. Now this, enter your business address. So no thank you on that. Let's get rid of that. What I actually want is I want something else. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Chris Palmer Marketing. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to maps. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to do, we're going to do New York to Chris Palmer Marketing like this. This is how I've been recommending, and I take this recommendation directly from Google. This is how they do it. They put the location data in here, and then we're going to run a search on this, right? And then what we're looking for is this right here. See how this is the navigational? Let's go in here to Chris Palmer Marketing so we could get a good snap of it. And then what you'll do is you'll come over here and share or embed map. Okay, you'll embed this map, and then we're going to just copy the custom, where you need a custom size, and we need about 1100, and then this needs to be probably around 400, I'm assuming. So let's preview. Okie doke. Okay, so this actually needs to be about 250. Perfect. 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 So let's do 300 just for S's and G's. Excellent. Okay, so let's stick with 200. All right, so copy this HTML. Perfect. Bring it over to the site. Dunsky. So we put that in here, and then what we're doing here is we can get rid of this. So this, get rid of this, right? That's the footer. So we're going to go to widgets. We're going to type it in. I need HTML. We're going to bring this over here. We're going to put it underneath. We're going to add this in here, right? We're going to do Control V, update. So now we are adding in that map. So now we have our map details here, and it's a custom directional map, so I would highly advise utilizing that. It's what Google wants to see. This needs to actually be moved up out of the footer. Is it in the footer? No. Okay, good. So we have our footer. There's our footer. That's in there. Okay, this is perfectly fine. So we have this, this, and this, so that's good. I actually want that to be purple. I don't know if that matters, but it matters to me, at least for now. So this right here, so Chris Palmer Marketing, right? M-A-R-K-I-N-G, okay. And then this, I want all these details always on here, 570-810-1080, right? And then this right here is Chris at chrispalmermarketing.com, right? Chris Palmer Marketing. Okie doke. And then this is 30 West Broad Street, floor 2, Tamaqua, PA 18252. That's me. Tamaqua. Did I spell my own freaking town wrong? Okie doke. And then we are open 24 hours. 24 hours. Okay, so this open 24 hours. 24. I think if I do this once, I should be taken care of across the site. I'm pretty sure. Not working on the weekend. I don't know about that. Dude, this is non-stop. This is all day, every day. This is non-stop. This doesn't stop. This boat, this ride is like a Ferris wheel. It just keeps going and going and going. It never stops. Ever. Submission. So submission receipts, we're going to do Chris at chrispalmermarketing.com. So Chris at chrispalmer, marketing.com. That's me. All right, submission action. So that's good. Thanks for contacting us. Yep. Submission, integration, form. So this is all done and looking pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with it, other than the button. So the button we need to make a little bit bigger. Okay, I'd like it to be, I'd like it to kind of be, kind of big. Oh, I guess it makes more sense to have it like this. I don't really know. What do you think? I don't know. I'm not a design freak. Okay, so the next section that we need is we're going to need some text here. So what I'm looking for is, I guess a column. I don't know. What are we looking for here? We're looking for some text. Okay, so we're going to just throw this up here. It's a paragraph. Perfect. This is the privacy policy page. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to come up here. Is this the privacy policy? It is. So we just copy this, right? Copy, bring it over here, and then we bring it up here. We Control V it. Okay, and then this right here, we'll make it a link. Yep. Done. Yeah, that's good. Done. Oh, wait. Why is that green? Does it have to be green? Why can't it be purple? Here, underline. Okay. So, that's good. Everything's all good here. So, there's our privacy policy. We have a contact form. We have our little block here. And then we have our map. Republish that. So, that's good. Good to go. Okay. Okay, next, what we're going to do is we're going to take care of the terms of service page. So let's go ahead and add the, can I duplicate this? Duplicate. This is going to be terms GDRP. Okay. Duplicate. All right, cool. So, terms of service GDRP. I know that it has to be on the site, so this is a H1. This is Chris Palmer Marketing, so this is our H2. So what we're going to do is this is going to be terms of service and GDRP policy, right? GDRP. So that works out good. We're going to come down here. We're going to go over here, terms of service. So here we go. I guess we can do it this way. Just grab this, right? Copy, bring it over here. And then this, we're going to Control A and paste. What else can I ask for? So terms of service and GDRP for Chris Palmer Marketing. I always hold the button too long. Chris Palmer Marketing. What we'll do is we'll make that bold. Okay, and then this right here, we're gonna link to ourselves, right? So website URL is going to be http Chris Palmer marketing.com / terms of service. Okay, good. Okay, enter. Come on. I want to make sure that's in the body content here. Paste. Highlight. This. Oh, okay. I can just do it this way. So terms and GDRP. Perfect. Done. Done and done. This purple underline. Done. Okay. So there's our terms of service. Okay. We got the box. We have this little box. We have the directional. So for this one, what we're going to do is a little bit different. What we're going to do is I like to have different embeds on different pages. And then that way I can come back and not have problems. So the other one that I want to do is so I want a directional map. So let's go to Google and we're gonna go New York to Chris Palmer Marketing. Okay, so this is what I want right here. Let's see what it brings me. Query equals. Okay. All right, so let's do I forget how it's done. All right, so that's it right there. That's the one I need. All right, so directions. So this window directions. Copy. Okay. All right, so iframe code. Let's take this, bring this, get this. Bring this down. Okay, give me that, give me that, give me that. Okay, so bring this up, bring this, paste that in there, right? Okay, take this. Okay, give me that. Wait, I just need a basic. That's fine, that's fine. Give me this. Okay, frame that sucker right in there. Okay, give me that, paste. Okay, let me take a look at this here. Chris Palmer Marketing, the window, that's what I need. Client equals, perfect. Okay, so let me just take this. Put that right in there. B. And then inside of here, Chris Palmer Marketing. And then let's put the SEO in there. Okay, now give me that. Copy. Okay, bring this over here. Come over here. Okay, this. Come on. Okay, now this. Edit. Edit. Okay, update. Should frame it. Let's see. So, but if I click that, does it take me? So I frame that inside of there. Okay, let me just take a look at something here quick. Okay, let's take this, go here, give me this. So we have the frame. Let me just take a look at something here quick. Directional request. I think that should do it actually. Let's just merc this off of here. And new window equals. Directions, Chris Palmer, marketing, and equals. Okay. Let's do it this way. Let's see if we can get it to pop. That'll be cool. V. Done. It probably won't, but it might. I don't know. If I have to, I'll just use another one. Oh, you're having fun with that one, huh? You don't like that frame, do you? This thing does not like that frame. I wonder why. Kind of weird. Okay, so it looks like it took it, but it's gone, so that's quite interesting. Okay, so that's okay. HTML. I want to definitely add a map here. V, update. Okay, so it's definitely there. All right. So let's publish this out. And then we're going to go to pages, and then let's see if it's let's go to pages, and then let's check that page. What's the name of this page? Page URL. Oh boy. So terms of service. Terms of service. And GDRP. Okay. So now let's save that in there. Save. Cancel. All right. So terms of service and GDRP. Okay. So this is terms of service and GDRP. So we got to make sure that that's in there. Okay. Done. Done and done. Okay, now let's go take a look and see if that's displaying terms of service and GDRP. So let's just take a look and see what's popping. Because I want to just take a look here. Chris Palmer marketing.com / paste that in there. Bam. Oh, I got 2 lines in there. Let's just see. Did I not publish it? What's going on here? Did I not publish it? Is that what did I hide it? No, it's there. Let me see here. What's wrong here? SEO. Okay, so terms of service, page URL is terms of service - GDRP. Nope, it's there. Copy. Okay. Maybe it didn't update yet. I'm assuming that it probably just didn't update yet. I don't know any other reason why it wouldn't be here other than it didn't update yet. That's the only thing I could think of. Probably just didn't update yet on the server. It's the only thing I could think of. Because this page is definitely done. Alright. So it had to have not updated yet. Terms of service / GDRP. It must not have updated yet, so that's okay. That's one thing with this builder. It's a little bit funky with that kind of thing, but that's no sweat. All right, so we have terms of service. We have GDRP. I wanted to make sure that this covered that, but that's okay. So we have privacy policy. We have our GDRP. We have our home page. Okay, so what we do, we're going to establish that temporarily. Locations, we want to make that, so let's do that page. We'll make that a landing page. Okay, so with that, what I want to do is let's take this, let's duplicate it, and what we're going to call this is the near me page. Okay, and then what we're going to do on the near me page is we're going to list out locations in a secondary. So let's go into here. We're going to go in here to page URL. This is going to be the near me. Okay, so that's near me, and I'll base that off my locations, and that's what we do. So let's go take care of the what we do, but let's make our first landing page so I can get a base template going, you know. So that's what we're going to do. If there's any questions, you can throw them in here. Hey Chris, I'm trying to rank website locally for landscaping. Can you check out my website? Well, not today, but I can. I'll be happy to help you out, but today's not the day for that. Usually I would, but I'm doing something right this second. All right. Why would you link the page to itself? Because you need anchor text inside the body content, and it's a page that I want to have because when Google's looking and searching for trust signals, all of my competitors have those pages, right? Google, one of the things that they're looking for, in my humble opinion, is anchor text. I believe that anchor text is a very strong signal within body content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the heading. H1 and H2 are basically the same, especially for this type of page, like a terms of service or a GDRP or something like that. And then the only anchor text on the page other than going to the home page is to itself for the exact keyword, okay? Which is just GDRP. It's just something that you have to have. So the only reason I'm doing is to get anchor text on the page that's highly relevant to the page that I'm putting out, all right? So that's the only reason. There's no like ultra benefit. It's just that I need to have anchor text on the page, and I definitely want to contain that particular, it's not a keyword, but it's a word that I know that they're looking for because all the top performers have these pages. All right, so that's why I did it, brother. And I would recommend that you definitely get a lot of anchor text on your pages. So let's go build out the page, the near me page. All right, so let's get on that page and take a look. All right, so let's go here. Okay, so is this the page? So this is the page that I'm working on. Okay, so this particular row, you can get rid of this. This, you can get rid of this. All right. All All right, so let me come into here. Let me go to their locations. Okay. Okay. Pages near me. Okay, so this is our near me page. Okay, so what I'm looking to do most notably is I want to list out the, all right, so let's come into here. Actually, you know what? Let's come into here quick. Let's go to the pages. Here, you can get rid of this page because I actually want to start with their little template because I like their little templates. And I actually want this. I want to see what it looks like. All right, so let's take a look at this page here. Okay. All right, get rid of this. All right, bring this up. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go here. Here. I actually want this to be a Yep, source. Yep, update text editor. Yep. All right, so for this, I actually want this to be my H1. Okay. So this here, I want this to be longer. So internet marketing services near me. This is Mosterat. This is bold. Okay, and then each of these locations. Okay, so these go to, okay, so project name. Okay. So the images are not what I necessarily want. I definitely don't want them to get indexed. So, let's see what we got going on here. Let's use some of these ones. These are cool. Oh, these are fun. I like fun. I'm a fun guy. All right, design. Okay. Can I do 5? All right, so 4 is the max. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25. So we have 25. So there's 2, 4, 5. Okay. So that's 5. And then we got to figure out, we're going to have to go get images. But for now, these are fine. Okay, so that's 25. So that's 2, 4, 5. So that's 5. What I want to do is copy, paste. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Nope. 25. Okay. Now, each of these, don't they have text to them? If I believe correctly, I think they do. Okay, now, am I allowed to link on these? Let me just double check here. Item, animation, so images, so rounded corners. Okay, so don't these have a link to them? If item, frame, animation, styling, layout, content. Okay, so enable links. All right, so each one of these has its own link, right? Okay, so that's its own button. Okay. Okay. All right, so that's how that works. So that's my 25 locations. We'll worry about images. We can get images. I'll take care of images later. So internet marketing services near me. And then let's start building out these location pages. So we're going to have internet marketing services and then SEO services. So we want to do SEO. So that's one thing that they don't do. And then here, let's come on down here. What we're going to do is we're going to create a widget. And we're going to make a column, right? I need a column right here. Nope, that's in the footer. I don't want it in the footer. Up. All right, so we have our pieces here. Okay, so what I do need though is I need a element. So what I should do is I should create this. Here, let me redo this so that way I have a better idea of what's going on here. So let me go in here to settings. Because if I take away these images, what happens? Do I have to have photos? Why can't I just have blocks? Let me take a look at something here. Oh, okay. Oh, and then they pop. Okay, so and then the animation. Okay. All right, I understand now. Okay, so I guess that doesn't necessarily matter. So let's stick with this. So we know that that's going to name all of our locations. Now I need to get the footer inside of here, a secondary footer in here. And inside of here, we're going to have our background, which is going to be our purple, right? And we need it to be the whole place, the whole thing, the whole nine. Okay, style. Let me do one. Let me see if that takes it out. Okay, so that makes it small. Okay, so let's do 1,000. All right, so that takes the whole thing. So let's do 1,200. 1,200. Right? Okay. Now this, man, I like this color a lot better. Okay. So, okay, I need some water. That's really good. All right, so how can I do this so it'll be a lot faster for me? I want it to be a little bit faster. What I'm doing here is I'm going to add in a row. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so we're going to have these as locations. I'll get pictures of the locations and then they'll all move. We have our internet marketing services near me, right? That makes sense. This is going to be my header with all of my pages, and that's perfectly fine with the phone number bar. I have my footer, it'll repeat what's in the header, right? And then I need to repeat my because I want to create something that's going to repeat across the board, right? So what I need is something that will allow me to, I need like a background with some text in it. So I guess the best thing to do is just throw one of these in there and then make a background. So let's just do it that way. What I'll do is I'll create the pages like this. Okay. And then I guess I could take half like this and just move it. Oh, it just stacks them back up. Suck. Just stacks them back up. Okay, so that's not gonna work too well. I'm gonna have to literally put them in here. So okay, so let's just do it this way then. So that's not gonna work that way. So let's do it this way. So let's come over here and let's add a triple column, and then we'll just do it from there. So let's add our triple column, because I think we can do it three times. And what we'll do is we'll just match it. So get rid of that. Give me this. Let me get this. 3, or should we do 4? So there's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So 6, 12, 18, 24, 17, 1, 28, 8, 16, 24, 9, 18. So it's odd. So that's gonna suck. 25. So that's 4. So let's just do let's do 3. Why won't it let me put a freaking column in here? Come on now. Give me the freaking column before I lose it. Before I lose my freaking mind. Insert here. Oh my gosh, I'm going to lose my mind if you don't let me do this. So here, let's go here. Just let me throw it in here. That's all I'm asking. Okay, get rid of this. Oh, you put it up here? Why? See, there we go again with this freaking thing. It's really strange how it does this. Here, down, down, down. Okay. Where'd it go? Where'd it end up? Here? Okay. Let's go back. I don't know why it does these things. It's a little finicky sometimes, you know, but hey. Whatever. All right. We're in the footer, though. I don't want to be in the footer. Let's go up one. All right. Now we're in. Now we're in like Flynn. Okay, now inside of here, we got to put the text in little tiny bits. Okay. All right. Give me more text. Text inside the little box. Okay. Now, give me one of these. Give me the text. Put it inside the little tiny box. Okay, done. 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, now, what we're going to do is we're going to take these, and we're going to do this. Take these, cut, and V. Okay. Take these. We'll cut. Let's do these. Cut and V. Okay. Cut. Bring this over here. See how fast we don't even think about it. We just run. Right? I always get the bare bones up first. Get the pages up. Let them get crawled. Let them get indexed. And then when you're freshening up, what does Google like to see? Fresh content. So as you freshen, you're actually getting a little, Google starts to love the freshness. So I always like to hurry up, get everything up, let it get crawled, let Google get the understanding of what the heck I'm doing. Because then I can always go back and freshen things up. I'm going to use these images anyway. It doesn't matter. Just in different, not like this on the site. But for now, it makes a good placeholder. I'm totally cool with it. Edit design, style. Let's go to settings. Full bleed row. Yeah, so what we'll do is we'll just make that a little smaller as we go here. Yeah, I'm feeling that. And then I have my little locations. And then I'm just going to double up my locations here. And then I have them down here. Okay, good. Now, all of this text, we want it to be bold, right? Why? Because that's like giving it emphasis, okay? This is going to be my services page that I'm going to list all my locations. This section, I'll be able to repeat across the site. I'll come back and add in the details later. So that's that. They've already established that this is where the flow's at. So I'm not gonna fight with them on that. I'm gonna assume they already know that this is where the volume's at, right? Why wouldn't it be? These all look like major cities to me. All right, now, so that looks like that. Okay, here's this. There's that. Okay, I guess the only other thing that I could do, really, is see if I can make this a little bit bigger. We'll do 18. Does that look better? I think so. I want to be able to see it. We'll make that 18. And we'll make this one 18. All right. So that's that. So that's our near me page. And we're going to list out our locations. So now we're going to be able to double up our links going to all of our service. So we have our locations. And then we're going to have our, we'll be able to have a double up going to all these pages. And then when we build link, we'll build link to this page. All right. So let's keep running here. The next piece that we're going to do is we want to start doing, we want to look up our, we need to come over here. Let's make this, let's get rid of some of this stuff so we don't get bogged down with it. All right, now I primarily focus on SEO, so that's really what I'm going to be running with. So yeah. So what I'm going to go to is go to the keyword magic tool, and then I'm going to write in, I'm just going to type in SEO, and then it's probably going to give me locational based stuff. SEO consultant, checker, and then we're going to look down our list here, and what we're going to do is Chicago SEO. Okay, so what I'm trying to establish now is what's the main parameter. Let's go to next. New York SEO. So it's looking like a majority is town plus SEO. So that's how we're gonna run it. Okay, so let's just work down our list then. We have our list here of the cities. Where I want to start though is probably New York. We already did that work. I think we already did this, right? So we took care of those pages, I believe. So that's good. All right, so let's go to pages. So we have our privacy policy, right? And that's up and running. Okay. We have our privacy. We have our terms. So let's start grabbing pages here. So what we're going to do is we're going to utilize a tool called Siphon to get our page data. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to look up SEO New York. And then what we want to do is oh, they took out my thing here. New York SEO Consulting. I think they SEO Consulting New York. Oh, there we are. We're back. Somebody was messing around with me. I'm in here #1 for SEO Consulting New York. That's why I want to target New York. I'm probably going to make another training on how did I do that. You know, let's see here. So, hey, Chris, is that SEO Press plugin yours? No, I didn't create it. I know I generally don't. I mean, I try not to promote stuff, but I mean, there's stuff that people ask me and they ask like, hey, Chris, should I use Yoast? Should I use All-in-One? Should I use Rank Math? Should I use whatever, right? So generally, I utilize either All-in-One SEO Professional, or I use, which is AIO, or preferably for me at least, I don't know what you like, I utilize SEO Press. I really liked it because you can put in your own little custom deal. It says your name. You can make it say whatever you want. So I really like that a lot. Hey Chris, so why do you use Duda as your website builder instead of WordPress? I like it for client stuff so they can log in, they can make changes, I can keep track of everything. Everything is very, very easy from a management perspective. It runs on AWS, it runs pretty quick. I just like it. That's the only reason. I have WordPress stuff too. I just like Duda. Good question, Maximo. Duda, that's surprising. Yeah, it works very well. I'm so happy you're doing this, brother. Exactly what I wanted to learn. Thank you. Hey, no problem, Johnny. Add a section, Duda. Chris, if you add a section, you get a ton of other things to use. Section, I don't know what a section is. But I'm having a lot of fun doing this though. So I don't know what section is, but we're gonna have to go in here and figure it out. We'll figure that out. Let's see here. Again, I don't generally do this. I don't see section. The girl that I have working with me for the client stuff, she takes care of that build outs. I generally do the structuring. I take care of structure, I take care of the layout, I take care of the off page. I trained another person to do the optimizations, but they do it how I like it, so we're good to go there. So let's get inside of here though. We need to get some content here. So let's see if my listing is still #1 here in incognito. So if we go to Google, SEO Consulting New York, I should be #1, yeah. I created this about 3 weeks ago. It took me a little bit of work to get this into the first position, but we got it done. Chris Palmer, my site is down. Why? Oh, probably because I'm like refreshing it, or CHRSPALMERMARKETING.com. Redirected too many times. Looks like it's up to me. Yeah, I was about to say, man. What? Oh. I don't know why that's there. That shouldn't be there. I was just playing around with this text here a little bit on the homepage, but that's not what I wanted. I wonder why that's there like that. It shouldn't be there. So anyway, let's get back to business here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our we're gonna do SEO New York, okay? And then I utilize a tool set. I know that we have changed. Well, he changed. I didn't change it. A couple things with it, so I'm gonna test it out right now. So SEO Services New York. We're going to go after SEO New York. So SEO New York. I used to have a listing in here. I believe it was this one actually, which we sold. So it's not mine anymore. But let's get inside of here and let's take a look. So we have New York SEO.company. So yeah, that's alrighty, let's take a look at this. So if we come over here to Page Optimizer Pro, let's come into here. Oh, that's interesting. It takes me to Clint Bowler's thing. That's weird. That's kind of cool though, I guess. It's on a redirect, so Page Optimizer. I think I have it in my bar here. Yeah, pop. Oh, pageoptimizer.pro. Interesting. Very interesting. So log in here. Okay. So Chris at Chris Palmer Marketing. RKETING.com. I actually think it's... Alright, maybe I did change it. Alright, let's log in. Maybe it's, that's it. Okay, let's get rid of this one. I was playing around with that page. Alright. So, let's take this in there. We'll leave that up for later actually. Let's go gather up some of our pages. So what I need is, let's take this. We're going to go inside of here. We're going to go to density. We're going to scroll on down. We're going to come into here. We're going to copy and we're going to bring it into here. We're going to paste the text. Well, here, we'll do bulk URL. We'll just do a search. And what we want to do is we want to grab this one. Is this the New York page? Is this what's ranking? So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here to all of the pages that rank #1 for New York SEO or SEO New York. Actually, I want it to be New York SEO. We're going to do city and then SEO. And then, so we have Jimmy, so that's 1. We'll take care of the optimizations after a minute here. I'm not fucking with his stuff. Oh, I'm not messing with my boy Ruan. Well, we're not gonna play with his stuff. That's my buddy. Great guy. Great guy. So Ruan, if you ever see this, I mean, I'm just gonna spin it anyway, or unique it. I'm gonna unique it anyway. But I don't mess with Ruan. I consider him a good friend. So he helped me out early on when I started YouTube. He helped me with a lot of stuff, mindset, just tips, just great guy, man. A really good guy. So I saw a lot of bad stuff online about him, but I can't say anything bad about the guy. 0. I think he's a great guy. Now these other dudes, on the other hand, they're fair game. You know? But Ruan stuff, even though it's ranking high, that's good. we're gonna run these things here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna utilize a tool set called it's a mass.page tool. This is called Siphon AI. Siphon AI is a new tool. It's not implementing, it's not piggybacking off of anyone else's, you know, like GPT-3. A lot of people are piggybacking off of other people's technology. This creates its own. So that's what we really like. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna siphon this out, and we're gonna be able to create unique content based on on this tool's own AI. So that's really special. So I'm looking to see. I uh, I would assume that this should be inside of here. Media manager. Okay. So let's go inside of here. Maybe it timed me out, which could be, which makes me sad, but that's okay. New entry. No. We're going to siphon. Okay. So view usage. Okay. Search terms. We're going to do bulk URLs. Control V. We want the maximum content, and then we're just going to siphon this out and see what it gives us. It looked like it just timed me out before, so that kind of stunk. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the top performers and then generate our own unique text based upon them, and then we'll fill out the details based off of that. So we already know what the page is going to be, so what we're going to do is we're going to come inside of here, and this is a service page. So this is our services, and what we're going to name this is New York SEO. And we'll just add this right in. All right. Okay, so that's New York SEO. And then we're going to have, so let's get our list. While that's generating content for me. Oh, looks like we got it going on here. Good. Perfect. I love it. I love it. This is cool, man. I love it, dude. Excellent work. Okay. So spin text remove. All right, so content length is more. Okay. So let's, whether you own an established business. Okay, so this is from the New York SEO company. So let's go over here and see how it did, because I'm just curious. So New York SEO company, where is it? Oh, it's this one. Okay. So that's kind of weird. Is this... All right. So I guess it... Man, I wanted a little bit more than that. It just summarized it for me. I want more than that. Okay. So let's do it this way. Let's come into here. Let's paste our text. Okay. We'll come into here. We're going to go in here to density. We're going to scroll down to the bottom. And we're going to grab this. Copy. Right? And then we're going to come over here. And we're going to paste it in. Right? Get rid of this. Oh, that's probably why. Okay. Really strange. Oh, so that's probably why it yanked so little. Oh, that's quite interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. So let's copy this in here. Let's bring it over here. Let's V it in. Okay. Now let's go to Jimmy. Jimmy, whoever this guy is, I don't know who he is. We're going to go to density. We're going to scroll down. This is the whole piece of content here. All right, we're going to copy. And we're going to bring it over to siphon.ai, and we're going to take a look and see if we can throw that in there. And then let's see what it gives me, because that's two whole pages. This is 1,700 words, so let's just see what kind of details it gives us. And we'll just siphon it. Let's just see what it does for us. Ooh. Okay. All right, so NYC company. Okay, so spin the text. But it's not spinning like a spinner. It's literally rewriting it. So, well, it should. So that's what I want. And then we're going to see what it says. I'm curious to see this particular feature didn't even release yet. So I'm I'm pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked to see what happens here. Yeah, because siphons in beta. So let's see here. All right, so it's still spinning. So we'll let that spin for a second here. And we'll just keep building out pages. So let's go here. And we need to make sure that these actually have some type of volume. So what we're going to do is we'll just open up a new one of these, bring it over here, and then we need to make sure that that's how we want to do it. So Arlington SEO. So that's 0. SEO Arlington. All right, so that's no good. So that's going to be something else. So Atlanta SEO. I'm assuming that's got something. Yeah. All right, so let's build out our Atlanta page. So we're going to do Atlanta SEO. So let's do a new page, and we're going to do services. Atlanta SEO. Add that in there. Alrighty. And then let me take a look at this page URL. Atlanta SEO, perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what I needed. All right, and then the next one is, so we have Atlanta. How about Austin? Austin. Baltimore. I know Chicago's good. Miami's good. Minneapolis. 800. Okay. Phoenix. Yeah, that's good. New Orleans. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Seattle, Portland, Jacksonville. So these are all good. I'm not sure about Louisville. Let's check this one out. 320. Okay. So let's start running up this list here. Let's everything but that. So let's copy that. We're going to come back over. Oh man. Get a lot of this done. I know some of this is a little bit tedious, but hey, it's it is what it is, right? So there's New York, there's Atlanta. Okay. Let's paste this. All right, so Arlington, no dice. We have Atlanta. Now we have New York was first. All right, now let's do Austin. Copy, right? Let's do this. Service page. Let's make this a little bigger so I could see it. All right. So, Austin SEO. Add. Okay, now the next page is going to be Baltimore. Baltimore SEO. All right, done. Chicago. Oh, you know what? You know what? Oh, crud. I gotta go. Alright. So I gotta rock and roll now. We can come back to this on another day. I have to go. It's been a pleasure, though. I would like to check and see here what this page is looking like here, because I'd like to see how this is. Wait, am I on the right one? Okay, so let's take a look and see what it did here for me. Okay, so copy. It still has Jimmy written, so that's quite interesting. What's up, Cal? Alright, so that's NYC SEO Company, SEO New York Services, Greater NYC Request Quote. Oh wait, you know what? Maybe it's in view usage. Where is it? Media. Data set, so siphon, okay. Where is my content? Agents, profile, edit, siphon. What's up, little buddy? Yeah. How are you? Yes, buddy. How are you? Don't stick your fingers in there. That's a fan. So I'm going to have to talk with him and figure out how this goes here. Conversion. Wow, that's a lot. So let me see if this is copy. So let's bring it over here. I'm going to do quote, paste, quote, no results. Okay, it doesn't bring it up right away, so that's interesting. Okay, so let's erase a little bit of it. Let's get rid of that and hit enter. Okay, so we have unique. Okay, cool. So now we have to make it make sense. All right, so in order to do that, give me 5, dude. What's up, man? How are ya? I'm building out pages. Look at this, pages.
Dad.
What?
I'm at Pop's house.
Yeah, how was that?
Good.
Did you have fun?
Mm-hmm.
You did? Cool. I was doing this. I was making this pages here. I'm building out a couple pages. I was covering structuring. It's a little bit of schema. I was taking care of spin and text. Hot dog, hot dog. Okay, let me end and then we can play. Deal? Whoa! Let's go get something to eat. Oh, I want to eat too.
Come on.
Okay, buddy, I'll see you in 2 seconds. Well, that's going to wrap it up. I'll probably edit a lot of this out and just take care of the beginning section, taking care of some of the strategic implementation. What I want to do next here basically is take that spun text and put it into Grammarly, check it out, make sure that I have something unique, add the optimizations, and then I'll be up and running. Yes, sir. You want to help me? Okay. Well, so all I'm doing here is you got to take this text, right? So here, I'll show you. So you come over here. So this is a tool called Mass Page.
What's this?
That's my camera. That's a lens. That is a that's a up close lens. So when I'm working, people, they can...
Get out here.
Yeah, that's bad for you. That's dippy. That's yucky. So then here's what you got to do. See this?
Goodbye.
That is a mic. Say hi.
Oh, good.
Okay, buddy. So we got to rock and roll. So say bye. That's you right there.
Bye.
I love you, man. Give me 2 seconds. Let me end this, okay? What's up? What's up, dude? We are gonna play. Don't worry. I'm done. I'm done working for today. All right. See you guys next time. You guys have a wonderful day. It's playtime now. I'm gonna do some work. I appreciate your time. Everybody have a great day. Daryl, you have a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna mess around with that a little bit more, but you guys have a good one. Goodbye.